Maybe it's enough to say that they call him a monument town, to make you see what is actually hidden behind it. Still, to spare you from wondering too much, we are ready to lend you a helping hand. Firstly, this is Omišalj. Secondly, it's a destination for your ideal holiday. Ready for more? Let's do it one by one. How to arrive to a town on the island of Krk, proudly situated at 82 meters above sea level on prehistoric foundations. Very simple. The answer is as difficult as your will to board a plane or a ship, or to cross the Krk bridge, which connects the island with land, by your own car. You remember the way this story began and the monument town. These are not just empty words. Omišalj preserves more early medieval reliefs, more than 1,000 years old, than some European states. Original cultural monuments can also be found among architectural solutions of ancient historical nucleus. The central location of Omišalj is Plaza, the square with monumental Romanesque parish church at the turn of the 12th and the 13th century, full of medieval, Renaissance and Baroque works of art. It is worth noting unexplained mystery of growing number of stony and marble reliefs, originally deriving from even older church which used to be in the same place. In the Omišalj square there are also St. Jelena Chapel, Municipal Lodja, Belfry. From the square to the promenade, you go down the streets with the oldest preserved medieval and Renaissance houses. We are taking you to the heritage tour by tourist bus. In the Sepenkov, in the 1st century Anno Domini, a newly planned antique Roman town of Fulfinium emerged, intended for the veterans of Flavian emperors. The cove enabled construction of protected port, fertile field, a pleasant life. The town had a forum with capital and town basilica, port installations with merchant district by the sea, and a two-phased water supply system. Fulfinium is probably one of the first towns from ancient world which fell apart because of its unthinkable civilizational achievements. But at the same time, it was open for the smallest attacks on the standard of urban living, brought by the late antiquity. This is where, in the 5th century, a luxurious early Christian complex Myrine emerged. It is tied to Benedictine Abbey of St. Nicholas. From year to year, ever an increasing number of guests come to Omišalj to investigate its beauties. The following scenes will convince you that you should definitely be among those lucky persons. First, we must accommodate you. Again, there are numerous possibilities, and it's up to you to choose your favorite one. The Omišalj hotels offer hotels Adriatic, Annexes Marina and Primorka. Well-ordered comfortable rooms, vicinity of beaches, numerous sport attractions, only 500 meters away from the center. Those are only some of the advantages. There is also Hotel Delfin with its own beach, a restaurant, coffee bar. On the very shore you will be entertained by Villa Eva with its own restaurant and tavern. However, you will not make a mistake if you choose equally attractive Villa Isabella for your accommodation. A special family atmosphere is expecting you at one of the many private accommodations. Robinson Crusoe-style holiday in the shadow of the pine trees and on a 1.5 km long beach is being offered in Puszcza camp. Talking of beaches, it would be a sin to bypass Pride of Omišalj, decorated by the blue flag, a symbol of the crystal pure sea, order and care for the environment. The beach Pesia is situated at the end of a gentle cove with a beautiful view to Omišalj Bay. Your view can neither avoid Dubec Park, resting places, gazebos, tidied up promenades. Renovation of the park began back in 1925, when town inhabitants gave away their terrains in order to help its putting in order. This is the case of a careful human intervention into nature, which is why Dubec became textbook example of nature park. Proof of nature's generosity and beauty towards Omišalj region is Biserujka cave. It has always captured imagination, and there is also an interesting story according to which there was a treasure of a smuggler hidden in it. Maybe you won't find hidden smuggler's treasure, but still it hides another treasure. Real underground gallery of stalactites, stalagmites and calcite pillars. People in Omišalj know that nature alone is not enough and that they must breathe spirit into its beauty. This is why you're invited every year to join Carnival Madness, which marks the beginning of a year. 2 carnival processions from Omišalj join the biggest carnival procession of famous carnival in Rijeka, the largest one in this part of Europe. Krk's Folklore Festival takes place each year in another island municipality. The festival is pride of whole region, a value which doesn't know time limits. It was held for the first time in 1935 in Omišalj. Krk's Folklore Festival deals with folk creativity, which is being presented through unique dance and musical expression. Custom of a sporting type, though with shorter tradition, is already far and wide known regatta of cruising boats. If not as participants, you are invited to take part as spectators, witnesses of a struggle with wind and waves. Results achieved at this regatta are appreciated all over the world. Surely there is no single sailor in this region who doesn't know about Club Pesia, where numerous generations of excellent sailors grew up. Big game fishing in October brings together lovers of fishing. For 3 days they fish in the local waters of Kvarner Bay, but the contest is open to all sport-spirited tourists too. Speaking of sport, we can say that fishermen are going through demanding training on a daily basis. The proof is dragging of a traditional fish net. This skill is something that inhabitants of Omišalj and their guests do not allow themselves to miss every year, especially because they know that what follows is a festivity to remember. Good festivities are guaranteed through numerous and various summer events, filled with joy of life and hospitality of locals. Equally attractive are those based on traditional customs, as well as those with contemporary atmosphere. Thus established young musicians, year by year, make evenings in Omišalj beautiful. Straight from the heart, harmony singing groups will sing to their hometown and to their people.
Pelu
On the eve of Assumption of the Virgin Mary, Stomorina is being prepared. It's a Latin version of St. Mary's name, church holiday which celebrates Mary's Assumption. From ancient times, fruits of autumn have been celebrated. Grapes and figs decorated the square. And it's been decorated by young boys and girls who 3 days afterwards dance and have fun, dressed in folk costumes. Their good mood becomes infectious. Infectious is also a wish which invites for more, once you tasted specialties of Omišalj's restaurants. Cooks are especially proud of lamb's meat, which is, so say those who tried it, finger-licking good. This meat is always fresh and of particular taste, because it comes from sweet-smelling and salty pastures of Krk. It is prepared in the restaurant Kastel. Nevertheless, this is not the only gourmet delight. We are bringing you the proof from Ulikva restaurant, situated in picturesque square. Ulikva offers various sea delicacies, homemade cheese and smoked ham, pastries prepared from old grandmother's recipes, and žlahtina, original Krk's wine. Always fresh fish and hospitality of the owners made Ulikva very popular among visitors. So, is Omišalj your destination for an ideal holiday? We have no doubts that after all that you've seen, the answer is yes. If you're still undecided, allow us just one more small information. Omišalj has 2,500 hours of sunshine per year. To many, the most beautiful ones are those in the last minutes of a day. The sun is setting, we are leaving you. It's your turn. Pack your bags. See you in Omišalj.